Hello, everyone, and now welcome. Welcome to what promises to be an entertaining game, a 2v2 matchup from Todd's Tag Team Tournament. Soin and Lawliet going up against Moon and Lin. Alright, this is going to be an absolute blast of a game as Moon and Lin are spawning in the yellow trunks, playing Night Elf and Orc, going up against Soin and Lawliet, well, playing once again as Night Elf and Orc. Soin spawning over here as the blue in what I'll call the 9 o'clock position. Well, I guess as the clock shows, it's pretty accurate here. Lawliet opening up with only an Altar of Elders, not going for any Ancient of War. So we may be looking at Huntresses coming out across here. Now, in a 2v2 mirror match, I really like to see if the players go for the same strategy. Normally in 2v2s, you can't mirror the matchup all too much, but in this case, in this instance, you can definitely do that. But we are looking at a demon hunter and now an ancient of war, well, who will be training up some archers. Coming back around on the other side here, there is a blade master, so it's going to be agility based heroes coming out from the yellow team. Meanwhile, coming back from the the blue team, it looks as though it is a Tauren chieftain and a priestess of the moon. So very different strategies, very different heroes, none of them being doubled up at all. And it looks like it's going to be headhunters with true shot aura and endurance aura, with huntresses perhaps in the front as the hunter's hall is also being placed down. Working on 2v2 synergy strategies, incredibly important. Moon going with Demon Hunter Archer, and Lin here going for Blade Master Grunt. Almost seems like, well, they're playing against each other as opposed to playing in a twos matchup. And how will this all play out? That is my question that I am so dying to figure out here as the Priestess of the Moon runs out across the field. All right, Priestess of the Moon could try to go for a little bit of harassment, goes for Sentinel Scout first and spots the Blade Master. Going to get some damage there on that Blade Master. Blade Master trying to, run away, as you can see, but will be able to get there. But we already know where exactly that Blade Master is going. Keeping a track of that Sentinel on that Blade Master is absolutely key, as the Blade Master just simply walked by but is still being exposed, and well, not going to be able to do all that much. Meanwhile, Tauren Chieftain has gone for Endurance Aura first. There is Grunts there as well, as the Tauren Chieftain purposely just trying to create a little bit of distance and wanting to get to level 2. All right, we are going to have that Blade Master cancel or force a cancellation on that Voodoo Lounge. Already down to 130 hit points, 108. Blade Master looks like it will be able to finish that off right there, trying to get a little bit more damage. There we are. No, Headhunter didn't even bother to throw a single spear there. Meanwhile, down to the south, Demon Hunter and the Lone Grunt doing a little bit of creeping, absorbing quite a bit of damage, and well, I guess Healing Salves and Moonwells will be working overtime to try and absorb all of this here. Ogre Warrior going to get finished off. Meanwhile, back across here, Blade Master and the Priestess of the Moon battling it up. Blade Master has double circuits of nobility. Priestess of the Moon just trying to add damage to that Blade Master, but really not able to catch up all that much. All right, there's that Blade Master trying to wind walk away, still taking some arrow damage, as that Priestess of the Moon just not attacking that quickly. Blade Master actually attacks slightly faster, could be because of those circlets of nobility. Tauren Chieftain off to the north here does go for Stomp. Headhunters are getting added in. Huntresses coming in from dual Ancients of War coming in as well. Lawliet staying at tier 1 throughout this time. Meanwhile, down to the south here, Demon Hunter now creeping alongside that Grunt did get some healing salve charges as a Voodoo Lounge was built in the center. So far, we're looking at, no real straight-up 2v2 action as of yet. A Demon Hunter is going to be able to get off a mana burn right there, as the Owl Scout providing plenty of information. However, the Demon Hunter able to win out on that damage pretty easily, even with Huntress support. We are looking at a Blade Master here. Blade Master, is it going to be able to get stunned down? And no, it is not. Running on by Tauren Chieftain, already sitting at level 3 at this stage with level 2 Stomp. And now this army does look rather impressive and scary, as we're looking at still more damage on that Blade Master, just slowly adding up. Back down to the south here, Owl Scout keeping track of that Demon Hunter. And well, we are in an odd and strange predicament as we are going into Ancients of Lore. All right. Orc Burrow may need to get a little bit of repairs going on, but the Tauren Chieftain with a stomp should be able to stop all of that there. Is he going to try and stomp to stop the repairs? That is the question. Doesn't even need to, and going to be able to finish it off. Meanwhile, the Tauren Totem going to get finished off as well there, as the Naga Sea Witch joins in on the battle. Tauren Chieftain now trying for that retreat here. Another grunt left behind. Naga Sea Witch, the second hero coming across from Moon, giving level 3 on that Demon Hunter. Shadow Hunter, the follow-up hero, coming across from Lin, as well as the units are retreating back. Priestess of the Moon has decent damage now, and also a faster attack speed, average attack speed with the Gloves of Haste, but still not altogether attacking that quickly. Back down to the south here, Tauren Chieftain looking to clear out some more creep camps, but it's really the Priestess of the Moon who needs that experience and doesn't have any on the board. Getting level 2 Endurance Aura, I guess, is also priority as well, but getting level 1 True Shot Aura could just be as beneficial with that, well, all units dealing more damage. Moonwell already down to 300 hit points, dropping very, very quickly as we're looking at that damage add up here. Wisp trying to go for those repairs, and there is the Demon Hunter. Archers trying to engage here. Massive repairs. We look at another Ancient of Lore trying to be built, but that's going to get taken out very fast as there is no armor on any on buildings as they're trying to be constructed. Blade Master units are all trying to disappear here. Shadow Meld and the Scroll of Town Portal going to head back home. Tauren Chieftain coming back across here, slow on that Tauren Chieftain, throws down a stomp. Tracker going to absorb a large amount of damage. Inner Fire, Talisman of Evasion now picked up by the Tauren Chieftain. Level 2 Endurance Aura for that faster movement speed and attack speed. Coming back across, we're looking at this last Sorcerer about to get taken down. Medium armor plus Inner Fire, that additional 5 armor plus, well, preferable armor matchup, making that unit a little bit more difficult to finish off. Demon Hunter coming off to try and engage here. Healing salve on the units in the center. Look like both sides not trying to set up an expansion as of yet. Huntress and Demon or Huntress may actually finally get to level 2 after all this time, taking on a Forest Troll Warlord. There it goes. Picks up 1 of Mana Stealing. Should be getting True Shot Aura. Also picks up a Scroll of Healing as well. Scrolls of Healing incredibly important in the matchup, as well your army, you and your partner's army is just that much wider, making those items that much more effective. Tauren Chieftain does have a Potion of Greater Healing, would probably prefer to use a Healing Salve instead if it could. There's a Sobi Mass, so that Tauren Chieftain going to have plenty, or should have more mana in these upcoming fights. Priestess of the Moon, Scroll of Healing there. Tauren Chieftain going to retreat back, perhaps heal up a little bit, and then move on out here in just a moment. Already level 5 on that Tauren Chieftain, selling some big items once more. Selling those 2 gauntlets of Overstrength +3, using a Clarity Potion, picking up a Potion of Mana, still has some Healing Salve charges, and now here we are off to the races. Tauren Chieftain, however, coming in from behind with that faster movement speed. Well, so much damage onto that Blade Master there, as the Priestess of the Moon giving bonus damage as well. Tauren Chieftain going to throw down a stomp. No, a quick Hex there. That's going to cause a little bit of a problem as well, as the Tauren Chieftain tries to get in position. And does it throw down a stomp? Yes, it does. There is that stomp right there. Staff of Preservation saves, but there was 2 mana burns, really well timed between the Shadow Hunter and the Demon Hunter. Mana burn first, and while the mana burn was going down, before the Tauren Chieftain had time to throw down a stomp, a Hex, followed by another mana burn, forcing that Tauren Chieftain to have to use that Potion of Mana much earlier than expected. Tauren Chieftain, well, trying to get away from that Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter, however, completely getting surrounded quickly, as we're going to be looking at a low hit point. Priestess of the, or Huntress now trying to head back. All right, there goes a stomp onto the Naga Sea Witch. Damage going across the board. Healing or Spirit Link now cast across multiple units here, as the Berserkers are going to be dealing more damage as well. Potion of Healing going down. Priestess of the Moon plus 19 damage is going to be able to get to level 3. That will be another power spike across the army indeed, as we're looking at headhunters or berserkers finally getting taken down. Units trying to make their way around Kodo Beast with some big damage as well. Berserkers with plus 9 damage and faster attack speed as the Tauren Chieftain forced to Scroll of Town Portal out. I think that was a little bit premature, as Lawliet going to be, able to save all of his units as well. Looking at the supply, 46 over 50, a lot of low hit point huntresses. Really well played by Lawliet there. Meanwhile, Tauren Chieftain, 42 over 50. Yeah, I did not realize the amount of red units that Lawliet has been saving. I was wondering where his army went, and his army is just in need of a hospital. Meanwhile, there is it looked like there was there an expansion attempt somewhere? I thought I saw a tiny Great Hall in inventory for a split second. Oh, yep, there it is. Tiny Great Hall in inventory here. We're looking at an expansion coming across by Soin, as the Tiny Great Hall should turn into an economic advantage if it can stay up. All right, coming back through, what is going down? We are looking at the huntresses. Some of them were healed, but not very much. Shadowhunter needs to get a lot of heals off. Priestess of the Moon, it needs more scrolls of healing, and this could be a bit of bad news indeed. Blade Master going to come off, try and engage here, turning back around. A little bit of bounce damage coming through, as well as the Tauren Chieftain stealing a little bit of that mana. No repairs on this Great Hall, and the expansion shut down before it really pays for itself. Peons could get, nope, not going to give Blade Master level 2 at all. We're looking at one base play coming across from both sides still. A Priestess of the Moon, well, buying out pretty much every single healing salve from that Voodoo Lounge to heal up all of his, poor Huntresses. Huntresses should be ready to go in that next battle, but is there going to be enough time to heal up? It looks like there should be, unless the Blade Master tries to do some crazy shenanigans trying to remove the heal across all of these huntresses here. Well, it is nightfall, and it is also healing salve, so regeneration rate is simply through the roof for these units, as they're going to be coming down and, well, perhaps trying to go after where are they going after here? Going to go straight after the Tree of Ages. Tree of Ages is going to be absorbing a large amount of damage now. All of this is going to be very bad news indeed. Priestess of the Moon there, Tauren Chieftain now making its way over, trying to get the Endurance Aura across all of these units as well. Where are all of these units going to be landing next? That is the question. There they are. Tauren Chieftain now trying to make its way over. Priestess of the Moon there, as we couldn't see the Priestess of the Moon. Well, Tauren Chieftain comes in with a quick stomp. A long stun. Hex is lasting forever, as the, main hall is sniped down. Oh, wow, that is going to be a big loss right there. Headhunters also finishing off a Kodo Beast in that exchange, as Moon, is without an expansion. Back off to the north, we're looking at, Huntresses, Priestess of the Moon, coming back around. Shadowhunter looking to get to level 3. Going to be a bit shy after this creep camp here. And still, what is gonna be unfolding? Level 3, level 2, Blade Master level 2, Shadowhunter almost at level 4 here. I'm going to try and shut down Soin and Lawliet. That does not look possible right now. Soin, Lawliet with such crazy damage. Priestess of the Moon, giving plus 7 damage here. Kodo Beast helping as well. Priestess of the Moon should add even more damage here. And here we are, these Berserkers with plus 14 damage, adding up so quickly. Tauren Chieftain quickly getting hexed and mana burn there. Are we going to see a stomp here? There is that stomp. Stunning a couple of units. Demon Hunter is in a little bit of trouble. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability used in time. Blade Master falls at level 2 as the Huntresses, getting picked apart by the Dryads, but the Berserkers returning the favor as well. Scroll of Speed being used. Taunt. Ooh, not a taunt, a stun right there. Staff of Preservation as the Wisp are trying to make their way through. Lawliet pretty much getting body blocked, or causing the body block there, preventing the Shadowhunter from retreating back, and that is the end of the game. Lawliet and Soin really winning out into that matchup. Tauren Chieftain getting up to level 6 here. And once you have level 6, especially with that commanding of a lead, it just can become too much. Mass Headhunters with bonus damage from Kodo Beast and that Priestess of the Moon, enough to carry the victory. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.